It was on the day of the Sona that I even realized that 24 hours and Nkokonketenkete, you can't hear, please pay attention. I'm teaching you Agric. I'm going to teach you Agric, and I will beg you to please listen carefully. It was on that day that the president told us that 55,000 homes were going to benefit from Nkokonketenkete. Mr. Speaker, Ghana imports about $300 million of poultry every year. Our national demand is about 400,000 metric tons every year. In fact, we produce only about 57,000 tons a year. Importation is about 270,000 metric tons a year. And the president, in his wisdom, has noticed that if 100 districts put together 500 beds for 5,000 homes, we will be making about 55,000 homes, raising 500 beds, a total of about 27,000 beds per cycle. I've heard a lot of my colleagues say that the president came to lament, and I think that even if the president came to lament, he only came to continue the lamentation of the previous government, where we had their own MPs in this chamber organizing a press conference to call on the president to sack their finance minister because of the state of the nation that they were in and what they envisaged. It was not just the members of parliament who were lamenting. The people of Ghana, in their lamentation, gave them the worst result in any election in the history of the Fourth Republic. And so the president could only join in what everybody was saying. Through this program, when you raise a bed, we sell it at what is called caucus weight. Caucus weight is 2.5 kilos per broiler. The weight is 3 kilos, but when you remove the feathers and the intestine and all of that, it will be left with what we call caucus weight. At a caucus weight of about 3 kilos, you can sell it for 90 Ghana cedis. When you subtract the 71 cedis needed to raise the bed, it will be left with about 19 Ghana cedis. Multiply by 500 beds every year. Every household under this program will be making about 9,500 every 7 to 8 weeks. This is putting direct money in the pockets of the people who voted this government to power.
Honorable members, regarding the motion at hand, I am reliably informed that at the time the Right Honorable Speaker admitted the motion, the fact of an action pending at the Supreme Court regarding the subject matter was not brought to his attention. Based on the above precedents, the House must stay its hand off the motion and allow other organs of state properly mandated under the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, thus the judiciary, to deal with the matter. Accordingly, the motion and the subsequent debate on it is stayed pending the determination of the matter by the Supreme Court. Honourable members, accordingly, the objection is sustained. The motion, therefore, cannot be moved. I so ruled.
Bank of Ghana, March 5, 2025. Indeed, the entire report does not raise any irregularity in respect of the subject matter. The Central Bank Governor relied on this report with a further submission from his prepared notes, and he has taken us through the step-by-step processes and the step-by-step procedures that the bank followed. I think that's a mark of leadership. And on this side of the house, we convey to you our respect.
How is it possible that your square meters moved from 73,000 square meters to 107? That is 46%. And yet your price moved from 121 million to 222 million, which is 83% in the increase in the price. So your square meters increased by 46%, and then your price increased by 84%. How is that possible? It doesn't make sense. How is that possible? We're not costing height. We're costing square meters. I'm saying that we're costing square meters. Square meters. Let's get serious here, please. Let's get serious. The whole country is watching us. We're on live television. We're on live television. How can you convince the SS student, former Minister for Education, how can you convince the SS student that you say you are pricing a building based on square meters, and you say that 73,000 square meters cost you 73,000 square meters moving to 107 square meters, the percentage increase is 46.6%, and then when it comes to the price of the same square meters, then it now moves from 121 million to 222 million, which is 84%. How is that possible? Can you explain that?
Again, to thank President Mahama for introducing ESLA. Those were part of the taxes you described as nuisance taxes. Yet you benefited
conclude.
45 billion from the energy sector lady. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude with my sector, education. Mr. Speaker, on education, we remain committed to expanding access to quality education from primary to secondary education. All the abandoned GET Fund projects in your various constituencies, various universities, with an uncapped GET Fund, will receive substantial investment in getting all those uncompleted projects completed. I'll work with the Minister of Finance to uncap GET Fund. We will introduce digital technological hub in the provision of higher education from pre-tertiary level. Mr. Speaker, this year, every public university will get Fund support to support 5 PhD students under a new local scholarship secretariat initiative, so that each public university can train Ghanaians under a local scholarship program. Mr. Speaker, we also review curricula. We have difficulties with some Ghanaian languages we need to write, myself and you, Mamprusi and Dagbani. There's no literature on it, we need to work on it. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank His Excellency the President for giving us the state of STEM schools. We will build more. Each region will get a STEM school. Mr. Speaker, I thank you. So, Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity, but don't think that tomorrow there is an election and Ghanaians will forget how you mismanage this economy with a single economy, single debt.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader.